The Slide Eater is one of the most terrifying creatures to ever appear online, which is why I decided to put him into hardcore Minecraft. For the next 100 days, I'll be surviving as the Slide Eater. I'll swallow up any Sprunki foolish enough to enter my jaws and shoot them at my enemy. I'll use my arsenal of abilities to take down foes while growing into bigger and stronger forms. Will I be able to defeat the Sprunki Eater that's hunting me down, or will I be swallowed whole? It was time to find out as I spawned into a Sprunki city as Ratty. I was living in harmony with all the other Sprunkis, singing our Sprunki song.
Come on, Ratty, let's sing together.
Suddenly, the ground trembled under us as the terrifying Sprunki Eater emerged from the ocean and jumped toward us.
All of you will crumble beneath my power.
The terrifying monster unleashed his laser attack onto the city, destroying various buildings. This caused all of the other Sprunkis to run in panic.
Run all you like. You won't stop me from feasting.
He came down with his massive jaws, devouring Wenda whole. Wenda, no! I can't stay out here like this. I need to hide. I ran through the city in search of a place to take cover when I spotted a park in the distance. I quickly ran inside to find a slide to hide behind. But when I got closer, I noticed something was terribly wrong. What the? Are those teeth?
You're mine now!
Just then, my body fused with the monster, turning me into the terrifying entity, Slide Eater. I now had 5 more hearts and the insatiable appetite for Sprunki flesh. I'm starving. I need to eat. Durple approached me nervously. He had seen the entire transformation.
Ratty? What happened to you?
Finally, food! I charged towards Durple, forcing him to run. On day 2, I was pursuing my prey through the city, driven by nothing but blind rage and hunger. Come back here! I unleashed my new Slide Eater powers onto Durple, destroying anything that stood in my path. As I rampaged, I spotted an interesting toy that caught my attention. Did you see that? There are loads of secrets hidden throughout the video. Tried to find them all. Just as I was about to capture Durple, a powerful weapon fired at me. I turned and found Black piloting an advanced hovercraft. Who do you think you are?
I am the leader of the SCP Foundation, the Sprunki branch. We're here to capture both you and that Sprunki Eater monster.
Oh really? I'd like to see you try. I lunged towards Black, but before I could hit him, he repositioned and readied an attack. What the?
All systems, fire!
The tables had turned as Black began to unleash his frenzy of attacks. His strength was too much for me to take. I can't win this battle. I have to run. I ran away from the SCP leader as he flew after me in hot pursuit.
You will never escape us. Your power will soon belong to me.
I kept running till I spotted a vacant park and camouflaged within it. Hiding among the other playground equipment, I managed to lose Black for now as he flew right past me. Those guys are stronger than I thought. I need to feed and heal. Just then, I spotted Gray enter the park. I knew just what I needed to do. Perfect. You'll be my first victim. On day 3, I waited patiently in the park as Gray approached me.
Hello? Are there any survivors around?
Soon enough, I found my chance to strike. I lunged forward at him, preparing to take my meal. I forced Gray into a corner. You're mine now! Any last words?
Ratty, I know you're in there somewhere. Hear my song!
In a last attempt to save his life, Gray broke out into song. Flashes of our past together surged through my mind, hurting my head. I had regained control over myself and remembered who I really was. I was Ratty, the Sprunki.
Did it work?
Gray! That Slide Eater turned me into a monster. I don't want to be like the Sprunki Eater. I want to help my friends.
You still can! You remember who you really are now, so you can use your powers for good.
Suddenly, the Sprunki Eater crashed into the area.
Please, the only entity who will roam these parts will be me.
Without warning, he spat out Wenda. But something was wrong with her. She had been corrupted into a monster.
What did you do to her?
This is what happens to Sprunkis who defy my power. Get them, my puppet!
Gray, hide! Gray ran, and I braced myself as the Wenda entity came towards us, hungry for blood. On days 4 through 7, I was fighting off the corrupted Wenda monster. She was much stronger in her new form, blasting me with her drill arm and doing significant damage to me. Stop, Wenda! I don't want to hurt you! She ran after me again, but this time I used a power I didn't know I had. I was able to shoot Sprunkies from my Slide Eater mouth, knocking Wenda away from me. It wasn't enough though, as she came back with impressive powers of her own and wasn't going to go down easily. Take this! I tried to consume her with my Slide Eater powers, but Gray stood in my way. Gray, what are you doing?
You can't hurt her. We might be able to bring her back.
I don't know, Gray. She seems too far gone. During the chaos, Wenda jumped over Gray and hit me with a powerful attack. Another blow like that, and I was done for.
Good work, Wenda. I'll leave you to finish this.
The Sprunki Eater left the area as Wenda readied herself for another attack. If I can't eat her, what am I supposed to do?
We can trap her. Lure her over here.
I followed Gray's lead, using myself as bait to have the enraged Wenda follow after me. Sure enough, she jumped after me as I dodged, causing her to fall into the nearby sinkhole. Okay, so how are we supposed to cure her?
The SCP Foundation may have something that can help.
It's worth a shot. You stay here and make sure she doesn't escape. I'll start looking.
Okay, but hurry. I'm not sure how long this will hold up.
I set off in search of the cure. I was Wenda's last hope now, if she ever wanted to return to her normal self. As I set out on my journey, I came across an awesome homestead. Whoa, this place is amazing. If I didn't have to save Wenda, I'd totally chill here.
All this could be yours, Bronzo, if you download Crystal of Atlan today.
Oh, I'm way ahead of you, buddy. Gamers, listen up, because I just found your next obsession. It's called Crystal of Atlan, and it's a brand new Magic Punk MMO action RPG, where you dive headfirst into a floating world of gears, spells, and pure chaos. There's a ton of fresh content. The brand new homestead system just landed. You can literally build your dream island paradise. Plus, the B-Duck collab event is live until November 6th, letting you earn free rewards, cute furniture, and even your own giant duck mount. Here's the deal. You're not stuck with boring classes. You've got 20 different classes unlocked from the start, each with over 20 skill combos. That means endless ways to create the ultimate build. Whether you want to be a tanky bruiser, a spell-slinging menace, or the guy who spams air combos like a Dragon Ball character. And trust me, the combat is butter smooth. Every combo feels fluid. With aerial combat, you're not just fighting side to side. You're going up, down, and all around the Z-axis, like a real action game. Now, if you're a social player, this is where Crystal of Atlan shines. Jump into 4-player co-op dungeons, tackle 8-player raid challenges, or join a flea, basically a guild, with upgrades, expansions, and full-on guild versus guild wars. Prefer PvP? Test your skills in balanced 1v1 and 3v3 arenas where no one can pay to win. It's all about raw skill. So what are you waiting for? Grab Crystal of Atlan free in iOS, Android, PC, or PS5. And don't forget to wishlist it on Steam before it launches October 30th. Links down in the description. Thanks Crystal of Atlan for sponsoring this video.
Looks like you're already a homestead expert, Bronzo.
You know it, but I'm on a mission. I'll have to play Crystal of Atlan after I save Wenda. On days 8 through 10, I arrived at the SCP base to find it crawling with their members. There, they were getting to work on some sort of secret project.
Step forward, Veneria. Your sacrifice will be worthy.
But I don't want to. I'm scared.
You don't get a say in the matter.
Black forced Veneria into the machine and powered it on. I watched in horror as he fused her together with the hard-to-destroy reptile, creating a new Sprunki abomination. They're making new SCP fusions. I have to lay low if I want that cure. I stealthed through the area, trying to lay low, but in my new Slide Eater form, it was a challenge. Luckily, I managed to find a cure locked away, but the switches to open the vault were too high for me to reach. How am I supposed to flip those?
Intruder! Guards, get him!
Just then, I turned and realized I had been spotted by one of the SCP members. Sorry, but I'm getting that cure. The SCP guards ran in, and I used my powers to swallow up all of them around me to use them as ammo. I then aimed towards the switches and fired them out, causing the switches to flip off. Sure enough, the vault opened, allowing me to rush inside. Bingo! Hang in there a little longer, Wenda. I'll save you. Just as I was about to make my escape, the force field to the room powered up again, trapping me inside.
What's going on?
To my horror, the leader of the entire operation came forward.
You foolish monster! You walked right into our trap.
On days 11 through 14, I was face to face with the leader of the SCP Foundation.
Finally, I'll be able to harvest your power for myself.
You monster! You can't force Sprunkies to fuse with SCPs for your own gain. They're not your lab rats.
I do whatever I please with the Sprunkies of this city. You're no different.
Suddenly, the Sprunki Eater crashed into the area, destroying the force field in his wake.
Finally, more Sprunkies to feed on!
Men, attack!
SCP members flooded the area, and I took my chance to escape while their attention was on the Sprunki Eater. After some traveling, I finally managed to return back to Gray and the corrupted Wenda in one piece.
Did you get the cure?
Sure did. Let's see if it works. Before I could give Wenda the cure, she finally had enough and jumped out of the trap and lunged towards Gray. Luckily, I was able to act fast, curing her before he was hurt. She shrunk back down to her normal Sprunky self.
What happened to me?
Oh, thank goodness it worked!
We didn't have time to celebrate as the hard-to-destroy reptile from before crashed into the area. Looks like their abomination finally found me.
Your plans end here.
I stood my ground as the terrifying fusion lunged into attack. On days 15 through 17, I was fighting against the hard-to-destroy reptile fusion. I used my Slide Eater attacks to try and break through their armor, but their scales were too strong. I tried blasting my Sprunky projectiles at the beast. Veneria was in there somewhere, and I needed to figure out a new way to stop the fusion monster. I can't win! You two need to get out of here while I distract it.
But what about you?
I'll be fine. Just go! Gray and Wenda broke away from me and lured the beast away from my Sprunky allies.
Get back here!
Veneria chased after me through the city, using her speed to try and catch me. My Slide Eater legs were lanky, but I managed to keep up the pace and stay far enough away to not get stuck by the monster's attacks.
Quit running and die already!
She's not gonna stop. I need to find a place to lay low before I get crushed. I continued to run, looking for a place to hide, but it wasn't long before she had me cornered. There was nowhere to run.
So long, Slide Eater.
Just as the beast was about to strike me down, an alternate passage suddenly opened behind me.
Over here, now!
I evaded the deadly blow and fled into the passage, narrowly avoiding death. The door closed, leaving Veneria with no way inside.
I'm getting in there. You just wait.
With no other options, I headed into the secret passage, where I heard Wenda's voice. On days 18 through 21, I arrived deeper inside of the strange cave, where Wenda and Gray were waiting. Hey, you saved me back there. Thanks.
Of course! It's the least we could do after you saved us.
Just then, I noticed a strange artifact within the room emitting Sprunky power. What is this place? And what is that?
Wait, is that a Sprunky shard? I thought those were just a myth.
You didn't see that already?
No, I didn't.
What's a Sprunky shard anyway?
It's a mythical artifact worshipped by all of Sprunky kind. Legend has it there are 6 in total and they hold unimaginable power. But nobody's ever seen them in person.
It's almost like it's calling towards me. I reached out towards the shard, and suddenly my body began to transform. I grew bigger and taller in size, and gained new incredible powers. Whoa. With this power, I might actually be able to stop the Sprunki Eater before he consumes everything. Where can I find the other ones?
I think I know where you can start. That mech dropped this in the middle of battle.
Wenda handed me a map titled Sprunki Shard Location.
It looks like SCP is also looking for them.
Then I need to find it before they do it first.
Head down that other tunnel so you won't run into Veneria.
Perfect. Thank you both for everything. With my new purpose clear, I set off towards the location of the next Sprunki Shard. On days 22 through 25, I arrived at the location on the map to find that the SCP group had already begun their own mining operation. Looks like they already started their search. I'm going to have to find a way past them. I noticed some barrels of explosives and got an idea. Using my powers, I set off the barrels, causing a loud explosion that took the guards by surprise.
What was that?
The men left the area and investigated the explosion, allowing me to get in closer towards the drill. Time was of the essence. The shard has to be somewhere around where they're digging. I looked down into the large hole in the center until suddenly the ground gave in under my weight, sending me plummeting down into the earth below. When I hit the bottom, I was surprised to find myself in a room with a massive magnet inside of it. What the? Without warning, the magnet powered on, trapping me into it due to the metal on my body. Just then, Tunner and the other members I had distracted came forward.
You fell right into our trap. The boss will be here soon to deal with you.
This was all a setup?
That's right. We knew monsters like you would do anything for power.
Well, I don't think you're ready for this. They don't call me Slide Eater for nothing.
Wait, what are you doing?
I managed to eat the SCP members and shoot them out of my mouth at the control panel. The machinery bursted into flames, causing a massive explosion. On days 26 through 28, the dust settled from the explosion, and I was set free from the magnet trap. Sorry about that.
You're crazy! I'm out of here!
Tunner ran off from the rubble, but after he left the area, I noticed something glowing inside of the wall. The next Sprunki shard had been here all along. Trap or not, it looks like the next shard was here after all. You're mine now. I reached out to grab the shard, only for the hard-to-destroy reptile to come crashing into the room.
Finally, I found you.
You again! I've gotten stronger since our last fight. Time to give you a taste of my upgraded strength. I clashed with the monster, using my Slide Eater attacks to try and outmatch them. However, their powers were strong. They fought back with their overwhelming strength, but I managed to hang on due to my upgrades from the last time we fought. Is that all you got?
You wish. I have another trick up my sleeve.
Just then, Veneria turned and went to the Sprunki shard. She grabbed the upgrade first, powering her up.
Now I'm unstoppable.
She came after me again with rapid speed. I wasn't able to land a hit on her. Soon enough, I was cornered, and things were looking bleak. Thanks to the Sprunki shard, the hard-to-destroy reptile was unstoppable. On days 29 through 32, the hard-to-destroy reptile was about to defeat me when I had an idea. It's time to go night-night.
Huh?
As Veneria came after me with her jaws, I bursted into song. My melodies began to lure her into slumber.
What are you doing?
Soon enough, the beast dozed off, and she was no longer in her rage state. It worked! I managed to knock the beast out with my Sprunki song, and just then, she began shrinking down, and soon split from the SCP monster.
Wait, you healed me?
Nobody should have to be a monster like I am. Leave the Foundation and help me fight back.
I think you're right. Here, this belongs to you.
Veneria handed me the second Sprunki shard, allowing me to grow even more powerful. I grew bigger in size, gained 5 hearts, and even more incredible abilities.
Also, take this. We were planning to search for the next shard in this area.
Suddenly, alarms began to go off around us. Backup was on its way.
I'll distract the others. Just move, now!
Thanks for everything. I escaped the facility while I still could, following Veneria's lead towards the next shard. On days 33 through 35, I arrived at the location on the map to find the path leading towards the Sprunki Eater's home base. There's so much gross green water here. This must be where the Sprunki Eater is holding up. I explored the area closer, but as I did, I thought I spotted something interesting. Did you see that? Rewatch the video at 0.25 speed and try to spot the secret. Suddenly, I misstepped, falling into an indent in the ground. When I looked around me, I realized I had walked into a massive footprint. Oh my gosh, this thing is growing huge, and he's not stopping. I looked ahead and saw that the prints were leading deeper within his home. Time to find out what you're planning, you monster. I followed the footprint trail and discovered he had Sprunkis captured inside of cages, quietly waiting for their end. Oh no, hang on, help is on its way. I hurried towards the cage to free them, but the prisoners inside panicked at the sight of me.
You again? Get away from us!
No, you don't understand. I'm not like him.
Are you kidding? You almost ate me!
Stand back, you beast! You won't hurt my pinky! Please, I've changed. You have to listen. Just then, the ground trembled under our feet as the Sprunki Eater himself approached the area. On days 36 through 39, I slipped away into a hiding spot as the Sprunki Eater returned to his home.
It would be wise for you to quiet down. That is, if you want to live.
Are we supposed to stay quiet when you brought your lackey here to deal with us too?
I work alone. What are you talking about?
He ran away up there. Let me out and I'll show you.
Very well, but if you waste my time, you'll pay.
The Sprunki Eater followed Durple towards my hiding spot. Time was running out for me. Oh no, I need to think fast. I looked around and found an area to disguise myself in. Among the other junk, I blended in nicely like an abandoned slide.
You filthy liar! There's nothing but a bunch of junk here!
No, he has to be here. I saw him.
I've had enough of your blabbering.
The Sprunki Eater devoured Durple whole, growing even larger in size. Durple, no!
And this is just the beginning. I'll eat all of you lousy Sprunkies until I grow big enough to consume this entire world!
The Sprunki Eater closed in on Orin and Pinky next. I couldn't stand by and watch. That's it, I have to stop him. On days 40 through 43, I jumped into action, ambushing the Sprunki Eater from behind. Leave those two alone!
You again? I thought the SCP Foundation crushed you already!
It'll take more than that to stop me. I unleashed my new Sprunki Blast, trying to take the monster by surprise. However, he looked like he hardly took any damage at all. He was still on another level of power that I couldn't beat.
I see you've gotten stronger, but you're not strong enough!
I don't need to be. I managed to slip by the monster and break Orin and Pinky free from their prison. Hurry, run! The two Sprunkies ran off, enraging the Sprunki Eater.
You little... Durple, make him pay!
He spat out Durple and revealed that he used his evil powers to mutate him into a terrifying serpent. Durple unleashed his new abilities, tearing open a portal on the battlefield. What's that? I tried to escape, but it was no use. I was dragged through the opening, unsure of where it would take me. On days 44 through 46, I appeared on the other side of Durple's portal to find myself inside of a shadowy realm. Where am I? I need to get back to the city so I can help the other Sprunkies. I began to explore the new area, but as I did, I saw something strange in the distance. I turned to look again, but when I did, it was gone. Did you see that? Rewatch the video at 0.25 speed to find the secret. Suddenly, something slithered from the shadows, catching my eye. Who goes there?
You're not welcome here.
Without warning, the mysterious creature attacked me. It was a terrifying shadow Durple serpent. The monster unleashed his laser attacks on me, forcing me to fight back with my Slide Eater powers. But little did I know, this battle had only just begun.
You can never defeat a shadow.
I didn't have a moment to breathe before another Durple serpent emerged from the darkness, striking at me. They were multiplying. Looks like I'm not safe here either. I need to move. I ran for my life as the shadowy serpent continued to chase after me. Luckily, I managed to find a place to take cover, hiding from the undefeated monster for now. I need to find a way to light this place up. It's the only way to stop the darkness. Just then, I spotted a lighthouse looming in the distance. That was my ticket out of this mess. I just need to get to the lighthouse, no matter what. Suddenly, the shadowy serpents bursted into my hiding spot.
Found you.
I made a run for it as the monster gave chase. On days 47 through 50, I was being chased through the shadowy realm by the corrupted Durples. However, this time I had a mission. I was going to get to the lighthouse at any cost. I did my best to press onwards, finally arriving at the base of the lighthouse. However, they were hot on my tail. I need to find a way to lose them long enough to climb the lighthouse. I used my Slide Eater powers to break a hole in the ground, causing the shadow Durples to fall into the cracks.
You think this will stop me? Nothing can stop the darkness.
I just need to slow you down. I took my chance to scale up the lighthouse, finally reaching the top. However, I couldn't figure out how to turn it on. Come on, you have to work. I looked down to see that the serpents were beginning to escape my trap. I was running out of time. When a Sprunki is cornered, there's only one thing left to do. In an act of desperation, I sang out my Sprunki song, and to my surprise, the lighthouse came to life. The shadowy realm lit up from the brightness of the lighthouse, revealing the third Sprunki shard in its wake. Whoa, Even more power is about to be mine! I grabbed a hold of the third shard, causing my body to grow even bigger in size. I gained 5 more hearts and even more incredible powers. After my transformation, the portal home opened before me. I could finally leave this place. Hang in there a little longer, Sprunkies. I'm coming to help! On days 51 through 54, I awoke to find myself back at the Sprunki Eater base. Where is everyone? This place is abandoned now.
You wish it was.
Just then, the Durple Serpent appeared. He had been waiting for me in case I managed to escape his shadowy trap and lunged towards me. He came after me with his amazing attacks, but thanks to my new upgrades, I now stood a chance. I struck him down, proving to be a worthy opponent.
What the? How did you get stronger?
With the power of the Sprunki Shard. With one final blow, I managed to defeat the Serpent, returning Durple back to his normal self.
You saved me. Maybe you're not as evil as I thought.
Suddenly, heavy artillery shot at me. I turned and realized one of the members of the SCP Foundation, Jevin, was standing in my path.
Freeze! All SCPs will be apprehended.
This is going to get bad. Durple, run! Durple ran away while he still had the chance, leaving Jevin and I alone.
Finally, I'll take you to Black and be given the recognition I deserve.
You don't have to work for Black. He cares about nobody but himself.
Easy for you to say. Us normal Sprunkies are weak, but with the power of fusion, we won't have to live in fear anymore.
Jevin summoned another SCP through a portal. Standing before us was the terrifying Train Eater. Wait, what are you doing?
Reaching my true power.
He then fused himself with the monster, turning him into a massive Train Eater Sprunki. The ultimate battle was about to begin. I braced myself as the mutated Jevin slithered towards me. On days 55 through 57, I was fighting against the Train Eater Jevin fusion. I fought the beast off with my new lightning attacks, but he was strong in his new form, launching acid attacks straight at me, something I had never faced before.
You fool! You think that will stop me? I've grown!
He struck me with more acid attacks, outmatching me in strength. Just as he closed in for the kill, a stray music attack hit him from behind, getting his attention. Come with me if you want to live. I realized that Orin had come to help me. I took my chance to escape with him, going into a hiding spot away from Jevin. You saved me. Thank you. You saved us first. It's the least I could do. But what is that thing? Why did Jevin fuse with it? Black is trying to use the power of SCPs to make himself stronger, but it looks like he convinced Jevin to believe him. Well, he needs to be stopped along with the Sprunki Eater. I can only do that if I can find the last 3 Sprunki Shards. Wait, Sprunki Shard? That sounds familiar. I'm not sure if this will help, but I would try looking here. Orin handed me a map, giving me the next lead I needed towards ultimate power. This is a start. Thank you for everything. I'll save our kind, no matter what. Without a moment to waste, I set off. On days 58 through 61, I arrived at the location on the map to find that I was back at the park that I had originally fused with the Slidator in. Is the next Sprunki Shard really here? Maybe I just need to take a closer look. I explored the area until I noticed a sign I hadn't seen before. Parks are meant for play. Bring your friends and you'll see the way. Wait, I think I know what I need to do. I managed to gather some of my Sprunki allies that I had saved over the course of my journey. If I was going to solve the puzzle, I was going to need their help too. Thank you all for coming.
What is it about? You said it's important.
I need you guys to play at the playground.
What? At a time like this? Everything is in ruin and monsters are running around everywhere!
Let's trust him. He hasn't led us astray yet.
Fine. Here goes nothing.
Everyone went to different paths of the playground and began to use the equipment. However, nothing seemed to come of it. At least, not yet. It's still missing something. I looked over the playground one more time and realized that a crucial part of the equipment wasn't there. That's it! This place is missing a slide! Good thing I know how to fix that. I put myself down in the spot the slide used to be. Suddenly, a portal opened up before us.
Whoa! That actually worked!
I guess you proved me wrong.
What waits on the other side could be dangerous. I'll continue alone. Thank you all for everything. I pressed onwards alone, determined to find what awaited me on the other side. On days 62 through 64, I arrived on the other side of the portal to find the 4th Sprunki Shard waiting for me. There it is! I approached the upgrade, only for a massive creature to swoop down from the sky and grab it first. Another one of my Sprunky friends had been corrupted into a terrifying monster. Oh no, Sky! The Sprunky Eater got you too! I watched in horror as Sky grew even more powerful from the strength of the shard. I'm getting that shard and saving you, no matter what! The corrupted Sky came after me with his screech attacks, striking at me from above with the terrifying screams and his sharp teeth. He swooped in fast, and it felt like I was fighting off attacks from every angle. I fought back with my own powers, but due to his wings, he was nearly impossible to stop. Even using my larger attacks, he was able to fly away unscathed. I'm aiming at the wrong thing. I need to find an opening. I waited for my chance and used a projectile attack to strike at one of his wings. The flying Sprunky came crashing down from the sky, leaving him vulnerable. Come on, snap out of it! I took my chance to land the finishing blow, reverting Sky back to normal.
What happened?
The Sprunky Eater got you, but you're okay now. Just then, the Train Eater Jevin emerged before us. Our battle must have gotten his attention.
You thought you could run, but I'll always find you.
On days 65 through 67, I was fighting off the Train Eater. Just like our previous battle, he was too strong for me to defeat in my current state. We clashed a barrage of powers at one another, colliding and shaking the earth around us. I fired my Sprunky cannon and lightning attacks in hopes to gain the upper hand, but he powered through. He returned fire, and I held on as best as I could, but he was more ferocious than I could ever anticipate. Luckily, Sky was behind me, ready to help.
Slide Eater, catch!
Sky handed me the 4th Sprunky shard, causing me to reach my next level of power. I grew even larger and more terrifying, gained 5 more hearts, and my power grew twice as strong.
No, it can't be.
This is what true power feels like. With the power of the 4th shard by my side, I struck down Jevin, reverting him back to normal.
I don't understand. Even with my power, it wasn't enough.
That's because SCP power isn't for us to mess with. Stop working for Black and help me. We can stop him, together.
I think you're right.
Suddenly, the ground trembled under our feet as the Sprunky Eater arrived on the scene.
You destroyed my beautiful creation.
Beautiful? He was disgusting.
It's no matter. I'll just have to swallow all of you up and try again.
The Sprunky Eater closed in on my friend, but I intervened, protecting them from the Sprunky Eater's attack. Run, before it's too late! He managed to grab me with his massive mouth, swallowing me whole.
Slide Eater, no!
On days 68 through 72, I landed inside of the belly of the beast. There were pits of stomach acid everywhere, but I had somehow managed to survive for now. This is more than just gross. I need to get out of here before I'm digested. Careful as to not fall in, I platformed over the deadly acid, keeping myself from getting melted down. As I moved through the Sprunky Eater's stomach, I spotted something cool pass by right underneath me. Did you see that? Rewatch the video at 0.25 speed and find the Easter egg. I managed to cross over the acid pit, where I found Lime and Funbot camping out inside of the Sprunky Eater's stomach.
Oh no! There's another monster!
Please don't run. I promise I'm good.
Wait, Lime, calm down. He doesn't want to hurt us.
He's just trying to trick us. I don't feel so good. I need to get out of here.
We will. We have help now.
No, you don't understand. I need to get out now.
Suddenly, Lime began to freak out. Something was terribly wrong.
Lime, calm down.
No.
Funbot and I watched as Lime transformed into a corrupted beast. We had witnessed what happens to the Sprunkies inside of the Sprunky Eater firsthand.
Lime, snap out of it!
I don't think he's going to listen to reason. We prepared ourselves as Lime powered up and charged towards us. On days 73 through 75, I was fighting it out with the corrupted Lime. In his new form, he was able to use his new giant claws to try and tear into me. Even worse, he launched a giant Lime laser with deadly effect. I did my best to hold strong and use my own abilities to outsmart him. I launched my Sprunky cannon and released my powerful song, but he was too tough for me to take down alone. Ugh, my head!
Come on, I know the real Lime is in there somewhere.
Lime charged towards Funbot, but I protected him from the hit, causing me to take the brunt of his deadly charge.
Slide Eater!
Lime took advantage of the opportunity, hitting me with his powerful roar attack. I was left with low health. I needed to find a way to turn things around fast. Sorry, this is gonna sting. I used my powers to launch Sprunkies at rapid speed, overwhelming the corrupted Lime. I dealt enough damage to finally get through to Lime. He shrank back down to his original form.
I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me.
It's not your fault. This happens to every Sprunky that's down here too long. Just then, the area around us trembled violently.
My stomach!
What's going on?
Looks like the Sprunki Eater is sick. Everyone, hang on to something. On days 76 through 79, Funbot and I were thrown up by the Sprunki Eater. We had managed to escape his stomach.
You pest! You made me throw up a perfectly good meal!
We're not your food. We're living beings.
I'll make you pay for this. I'll slay you just like I should have all those days ago.
Slide Eater, take this!
Funbot handed me the next Sprunki shard. I grew even larger in size, gained 5 hearts, and a brand new laser power. You had this all along?
I had to be sure you were on our side.
It's okay. I'll use it now to my full potential.
Shard or not, you really think you can stop me?
Yes, I do! I unleashed the power of the shard onto the Sprunki Eater. He retaliated with his mighty stomp attacks and his own laser attack. I launched back with everything I had, but his massive size still put me at a huge disadvantage. As the battle wore on, he got a direct hit with his laser, putting me at low hearts.
You were wrong. You still are no match.
Maybe not yet, but I just need enough power to hold you still. I unleashed my Sprunki song, but this time I used a calming melody, one that no creature could resist.
This song is so soothing.
The Sprunki Eater fell asleep to my attack, but there wasn't much time. He wouldn't stay down forever. Let's move. Funbot and I made a run for it before the Sprunki Eater could wake up. On days 80 through 83, I regrouped with the other Sprunki survivors. As we narrowly escaped the Sprunki Eater for now, their leader, Orin, walked up to greet me. Ratty, you're back! And you saved Lime and Funbot too. That's right, but I'm still missing one more shard to stop this once and for all. Actually, about that, we have a surprise for you. Orin handed me another map that they had been working on, one that led straight towards the final Sprunki shard. You guys did this for me? It's the least we could do. You saved our lives after all. I looked around and saw all the Sprunkies I had helped. Funbot, Pinky, Durple, Veneria, Chevin, Wenda, Gray. They all came together to help me. If fighting the shards is what you need to stop this madness, then we need to do our part too. Thank you all for everything. I'll find the shard and defeat both the Sprunki Eater and SCP. Do you really think you can stop them? Sprunki Eater is planning to eat the entire world, and the SCP Foundation is getting stronger by the second. What if the shards aren't enough? I have to try. I'm the last hope this world has. We're counting on you. Please stop them no matter what. With my new lead in hand, I set off, determined to reach my maximum potential and save all of my friends. On days 84 through 86, I followed the map to an entrance where the final shard was being held. However, Mr. Tree was blocking the path. Mr. Tree, boy am I glad to see you.
Intruder!
No, don't tell me. You're signed up with the SCP Foundation too?
It was either that or die. I'm sorry.
Please let me through. I just want to help.
You can't help me. Not as long as Black's around.
Mr. Tree, you were always the kindest and wisest of us all. Work with me here.
It's too late for me, Slide Eater.
It's never too late. I believe in you.
Enough! I cannot allow you to get that shard! Initiating emergency protocol!
Mr. Tree used a potion on himself, turning him into a new terrifying tree monster.
You'll never stop me now that I have unlimited power!
We'll see about that, Treebeard. Armed with his new powerful attacks, Mr. Tree began to try and take me down, using his incredibly powerful tree trunk arms. I fought back with my own abilities, firing my Sprunki cannon. He called powerful root barrages to try and tear me down, but I did my best to avoid it. If I wanted a chance to win, I needed a way to break through his defenses. Okay then, taste laser, Groot! I used my new laser beam power right as he tried unleashing another root barrage attack.
No!
His hard bark armor could not protect him from my superheated laser.
Even with my new power, you still won!
That's because I use my powers to help others, not harm them. Now I'll be taking that final shard. As Mr. Tree turned back to normal, I pressed onwards to claim my prize before it was too late. On days 87 through 89, I passed through the entrance to find the 6th and final Sprunki shard waiting inside. There it is, the last thing I need to reach my full potential. Suddenly, Black teleported into the room right in front of me. He then turned around and grabbed the shard.
I think you mean the last thing I need.
I watched in horror as he grew even larger and more powerful than he was before.
Now, let's make things interesting.
Suddenly, the entrance closed behind me. I was sealed inside of the room. No! Ugh! Give me that power, Black! I need to stop the Sprunki Eater!
This power is rightfully mine, and once you're dead, I'll be taking yours as well. So long, Slide Eater!
Black teleported away as gas began to flood into the chamber all around me. He was planning to finally take me down for good. Is this poison? I need to get out of here! I tried to break down the wall to escape, but it was no use. The area had been completely Slide Eater-proofed. No, no, no! There has to be a way out of this! I tried to sing my Sprunki song to clear the gas, but nothing seemed to work. My health was rapidly dropping. Is this really it? Is this where it ends? On days 90 through 92, I was losing hope when suddenly a familiar voice called out to me.
Slide Eater, I'm coming for you!
The door exploded, revealing Gray on the other side. You came back for me!
Of course, but there isn't much time. Come with me!
I followed Gray's lead and escaped the deadly chamber before it was too late. How did you know I was in trouble?
I heard your song and came as fast as I could.
I guess SCP or not, Sprunkies are always connected by our voices.
Did you get the last shard?
No, it was all a trap. Black took it before I could get my hands on it and teleported away.
I saw him flying away just north of here. He looked like he had something big planned.
Then I need to stop him before it's too late. Without that shard, the Sprunki Eater will consume everything.
But he has the final shard, right? Are you sure you can defeat him?
I have to. I'm the last hope we have. And now that he thinks I'm dead, I have the element of surprise.
We'll be rooting for you on the sidelines. Good luck.
I set off and searched for Black. It was time to get that shard. On days 93 through 95, I traveled north until I finally managed to find Black out in the middle of nowhere. Luckily for me, he didn't notice I was approaching. Now's my chance to strike. I came in with my signature laser attack, trying to catch him off guard, but his quick reaction allowed him to dodge.
What? How did you escape my trap?
It pays to have friends, Black, something I know you can't relate to.
You should have just let yourself succumb to the poison back there when you had the chance. Now I'm going to really make sure you suffer.
Why are you doing this? Is all of this destruction really worth the power?
Of course it is. I knew combining SCPs with Sprunkies held great potential, and you're the living proof of that.
What do you mean?
Did you really think Sprunki Eater's attack was just random? I released him to capture a gullible Sprunki like you.
Wait, you're the reason I turned into this form?
Of course. You were my test subject, and with how powerful you've become, I'm now more confident than ever. This is the path to ultimate strength.
You monster! I could have died. Others could have too. I almost ate innocent Sprunkies when I transformed.
It's a small sacrifice for my research, and now I'll reap the rewards.
Black charged forward, and I prepared for my toughest battle yet. On days 96 through 98, I clashed with Black, the leader of the SCP Sprunkies, to win back the final Sprunki shard. I tried to take him down with my Sprunki cannon and laser attacks, but in his new upgrade form, he had the ability to fly and dodge out of the way.
You'll never stop me. I created you.
It doesn't matter. I'm my own Sprunki, and I'm using these powers for good. I tried to strike him down, but his machinery was too powerful. I couldn't break through it.
You'll never break through my armor plating, Slide Eater.
Then I'll tear it up from the inside. I broke out into my Sprunki song, and to Black's surprise, his machine began to malfunction.
What? No! What are you doing?
His machine exploded, leaving himself vulnerable on the ground. I finally had my chance to end this. For the Sprunkies! I quickly gobbled him up. I then burped up the final Sprunki shard. Excuse me. I grabbed the shard and reached my full power, gaining even more hearts and growing into a more monstrous size. Ha ha! The SCP Sprunki threats have been eliminated! Before I could celebrate, the ground trembled under my feet. I looked off in the distance and saw that the Sprunki Eater was heading in the direction of his base. Oh no, he's about to begin his final attack. It's time to end this once and for all. Armed with all 6 shards, I followed after the Sprunki Eater, determined to save my friends and the world at any cost. On day 99, I returned to the Sprunki Eater's base, where I was ready to confront him and end this for good. As I approached him, I noticed something in the distance, catching my eye. Did you find all of the secrets? Rewatch the video and comment below where they're hiding.
If it isn't the monster that took down the SCPs, thanks for your help. Now nothing stands in my way.
You're wrong. You'll have to go through me if you want to devour all of the Sprunkies.
Oh, really? You think just because you have the 6 Sprunki shards it'll be enough to stop me? I've consumed enough Sprunkies to give me 10 times your power.
These 6 shards are all I need to stop a coward like you.
What did you call me?
A coward!
Strong words, but we'll see just how tough you are after I devour you whole!
Fueled by rage, the Sprunki Eater made the first move and charged. As the Sprunki Eater pelted me with his blows, I unleashed the power of all 6 Sprunki shards and clashed against him with everything I had. He let out his Sprunki Eater laser and tried to end me with ginormous stomps, but I had been through too many battles to fall victim to his attacks. I responded with my own laser powers and launched my lightning and explosive projectiles. Thanks to the strength I had gotten over my journey, we were now on an even playing field. You think they're just worthless shards now?
No matter how strong you become, I will never lose to the likes of you.
Suddenly, the Sprunki Eater managed to land an immensely powerful attack, leaving me vulnerable. The monster closed in, preparing to devour me whole.
It's dinner time!
On day 100, I was about to be eaten by the Sprunki Eater, but I had one more trick up my sleeve. Taste SCP Sprunki agents! I fired some of the agents I had stored up, shooting them straight into his mouth.
What is this?
You'd be smart to chew your food.
You think you're so clever, don't you, Slide Eater? You are a hatchling, a newborn compared to me.
Oh yeah? Well, this hatchling is gonna kick your big yellow butt.
The insolence! What were you before me, worm? A pathetic, tiny Sprunki, that's what. But now you're so much more.
More? You and Black made me into a freak. I was happy just the way I was before.
Happy? Ha! You were pathetic. But now look at you. Big, strong. Not as strong as I, of course. But there is potential.
Potential? What are you getting at?
Why not join me? Together we could consume this entire planet. Think of the calories.
You really think I'd join you? After everything you've done to me and my friends? You're more insane than I thought.
Not insane, no. Just hungry, and you will make a fine final meal. If you will not join me, you will be my dinner.
We'll see about that. It just so happens I'm hungry too, but I like to add a little spice to my meals. I hit him back with a final laser, leaving him burnt up and weak, but the beast refused to fall.
You'll never stop me! I'll always come back!
Then I'll conceal you the only way I know now. I put my name as Slide Eater to the test and grew even larger.
No!
I devoured the Sprunki Eater myself. If I couldn't slay him, I would trap him. This just goes to show the Slide Eater is the ultimate Sprunki monster. Bronzo! Suddenly, a strange feeling came over me. The Sprunki Eater's power was too much for me to bear. What's happening to me? My body turned yellow as the Sprunki Eater's influence took complete control over me. I wasn't strong enough to defeat him after all. The battle was far from over. As I was consumed by his power, my body teleported to another realm. I was unsure of what was to come of me, but I knew my journey was just beginning. Swimming next to me was my best friend Derpal, along with my mom and dad.
Another beautiful day in our ocean home. I can't wait to spend it together.
Suddenly, toxic waste seeped into the water around us, causing our home to rot and corrupt. What's going on? Where is this coming from?
I don't know, but we need to get you two out of here. It's not safe.
I followed behind my parents to try and escape the pollution, but soon waste poured down onto them from a boat above us. Mom! Dad!
You mustn't be corrupted, my boys. Run!
My parents gave in to the toxic waste, dying to its corruption as it continued to spread into the water around us. Durple and I swam for our lives, but it was no use. The toxic waste poured onto us both next, but instead of dying, something even more horrific happened. Our bodies mutated into new terrifying forms.
What is this? What's happening to us?
It's from the boat! We swam up to the surface to find Ratty and Sky tossing barrels of toxic waste into the water.
They did this. We have to make them pay.
But they're Sprunkies like us. What if there's a reason they did this?
After what they did to our parents, you're defending them? I see now. I can't trust you. You're no friend of mine.
Filled with rage, my friend and brother attacked me in his new terrifying monster form. I wasn't strong enough to fight back. I was forced to dive back into the water as Durple gave chase behind me. On day 2, I was being chased through the ocean by the corrupted Durple serpent. He used his laser attack to try and strike me down as I did my best to escape him. Durple, you don't have to do this. We're friends.
Not anymore, we aren't. I'm killing you and those terrible traitors.
I continued to run, but I was soon met with an ocean full of even more waste barrels floating all around me. One of Durple's attacks landed onto a barrel, causing it to explode in his face. Now's my chance. I swam through the hazardous waters, using my small size to dodge and weave around the barrels. As I did, I spotted a nearby sponge, but I couldn't slow down to take a better look. There are lots of other secrets hidden throughout the video. Be sure to watch until the end to find them all. Soon, I noticed an underwater pipe and swam into it, hoping that I could lose Durple for good.
I hate you, Bronzo! I hate you!
What got into him? I need to convince Durple to come back over to my side so we can stop the true enemy together, whoever they are. Suddenly, the current of the pipe turned on, sucking me deeper inside. I tried to fight against it, but it was no use. I was swept away into its dark depths. On day 3, I spilled out of the other side of the pipe, landing into a vat of toxic waste in an underground factory. I tried to escape the burning waste, but it was no use. The walls were too tall. Is this the end?
Hang on, I'm coming to help.
Suddenly, someone pulled me out of the vat. I looked up and realized I had been saved by none other than Gray.
What are you doing here?
I don't know. My home was fine one moment, and then the next. Just then, we heard the sound of slithering scales approaching us.
Come with me. I know somewhere we can hide.
Gray led me into another room of the factory. What's going on here? Where did all this pollution come from?
It's all from Black's new line of factories. He's prioritized profits and production over everything else and dragged us other Sprunkies into it with him. We're forced to work long hours if we want to survive.
I knew that Durple jumped to conclusions. You are all victims like us. How do we stop him?
The only way to stop him is to locate his 6 mega polluters and shut them down for good. We're inside of the first one now, but the other 5 are scattered all over Sprunky. If you manage to destroy them all, the environment will return back to normal and us Sprunkies will be freed.
Then leave it to me. I'll do anything to save my home and this world.
You say that, but you're a liar.
Suddenly, Durple burst into the room.
You're conspiring with the enemy.
No, it's not what you think.
I don't have to listen to you. I'm killing every Sprunky who gets in my way.
Durple lunged forward, ready to make us both pay. On days 4 through 5, Gray and I were being chased through the underground facility by Durple. I tried to use my Sprunki Eater attacks to stop him, but his thick scales allowed him to endure everything I threw at him.
Come with me, I have an idea.
I followed Gray back into the room I had originally landed in. Soon, we were cornered by the massive Durple serpent.
There's nowhere for you two to run. Give up.
I'll never give in to a rotten Sprunky like you!
Why, you little...
Enraged, Durple charged full speed towards Gray. Luckily, he jumped out of the way in the last moment, causing Durple to crash into the vat of toxic waste.
I'll hold him off, go find the main power switch, and shut this place down!
I'm on it! I took my chance to escape the room and enter another part of the facility. I was in the factory's main power room, where a massive switch stood just ahead of me. There it is! I just need to flip that switch. Before I had the chance to move in closer, flames came from above and began shooting towards me. I looked up and realized Pinky was trying to stop me in a mech suit.
All intruders will be eliminated.
On days 6 through 7, I was under attack by Pinky and her powerful mech. I managed to find a place to duck into cover, but as long as she was in that mech, there was no way to reach the switch. I need to power off that weapon if I want to get out of here. Just then, I spotted vats of water coming down from one of the upper levels, giving me an idea. I made a run for one of the pillars and swam upwards, making it up to the second platform.
You like the water? Well, you won't like it when it's filled with electricity!
She tried to hit the water with her mech's electric attack, but I managed to break the vat, using the water that flowed above her and the electricity to overcharge the mech, destroying it before she could deal massive damage. Wait! We're on the same team! I'll help you stand up to Black.
That's impossible! He's too powerful!
You have to trust me. I won't let him hurt you or your friends anymore.
Can you really free us?
Ha! This foolish Sprunki Eater speaks only nonsense.
Suddenly, a portal opened up as Black arrived onto the scene.
You think you can come into my factory and steal my workers? I'll just have to remind you who the boss around here really is.
Black shot his toxic waste laser at Pinky. The acid caused her body to mutate, turning her into a terrifying monster.
Have fun with my little pawn.
Black vanished back into his portal as the mutated Pinky monster attacked. On days 8 through 9, I was locked in combat with radiated Pinky. She came after me with her poison attacks, trying to take me down. She would spray me with acid and use her beam of poison to whittle down my health. I could fight back too with my ice beam, but I didn't want to hurt her too much. Snap out of it! I know you're in there! She swung at me with another acid attack. I knew at that moment that her mind was lost. Fine, then I'll have to fight fire with fire. I ran up to the second level to try and get a height advantage. For my home! I started to fire a volley of ice attacks at Pinky, stunning her. She then started to shrink back down to her original form, leaving an orb of radiation in front of her.
You saved me? Maybe I really can trust you.
Suddenly, the orb on the ground began to grow unstable. If it wasn't disposed of soon, it was going to pollute everything around it.
Oh no! What do I do with this radiation?
Don't worry, I'll handle this. I grabbed the orb, causing my body to change. I grew bigger in size, and my legs became even longer and more powerful. I was now an adult Sprunki Eater with 5 more hearts and new powers.
Whoa, you absorbed its power! You could be the one who cleanses the world!
So what do you say? We're a team then?
For sure!
Great, then let's shut this place down. On days 10 through 12, Pinky and I approached the main power switch to shut off the underground factory. All right, here goes nothing. I shot my laser at the switch, flipping it, but suddenly an emergency protocol began to blare through the facility.
Warning, self-destruct sequence initiated.
Self-destruct? I thought this was the power source.
Black must have set it up as a trap. Run!
Pinky and I rushed through the facility out of the exit. Luckily, we managed to make it outside, just as the bunker doors exploded into flames. I hope Gray and Durple are okay.
I am at least.
I turned to find Gray already outside waiting for us. Gray!
Durple escaped too, but I don't know where he went. At least we got 1 mega polluter down, but you still have 5 more to go.
Don't worry, I know where Black is hiding the next one.
Pinky handed me a map titled Smog Factory. I now knew where the next mega polluter was waiting.
Look for Orin. He'll help you take down this place from the inside too.
Thank you for all your help. Time to clean this world up. I parted ways with the other Sprunkies, following the map towards my next objective. On days 13 through 15, I arrived at the location on the map to find pillars pumping loads of smoke into the air. The pollution had gotten so bad, the sky was green, and there was a haze over the landscape. This has to be the place. Even the sky is green. I just need to find Orin and shut it down. I took a few steps forward when suddenly the ground collapsed under my feet. I had fallen into a trap. What the?
Stop right there, intruder!
Wenda and Clucker came forward, ready to apprehend me in the name of Black. Not you guys as well. I can help you stop Black. You just have to let me.
We would never trust a monster like you. Standing up to Black is a death sentence.
Let's get this guy.
The two of them prepared to attack me, but thanks to my new form, I was able to leap out of the hole, escaping before they could deal big damage. I unleashed my new powers, overwhelming them with my massive strength. Surrender! I don't want to hurt you!
Never! It's time for emergency protocol. Clucker!
You've got it, boss.
Wenda and Clucker came close together and started splashing some kind of acid around each other. The two of them fused together, forming a terrifying monster amalgamation. The battle was only just about to begin. I braced myself as Klenda ready to attack. On days 16 through 18, I was fighting against the Wenda Clucker fusion. They used their poisonous laser attacks on me, overpowering me with the crushing might of their new form. I tried my best to fight back with my own abilities, but they were too strong for me to handle. I can't keep this up. I need to hide. I managed to hit them with an ice attack, buying me enough time to retreat into the smog clouds that filled the area. I was going to have to lay low.
Come out, wherever you are!
I used the smog to stealth around as Klenda looked for me. They couldn't see me, but I couldn't see them either. One misstep would mean I was done for. Suddenly, they walked by me through the thick air, but I was able to stay hidden. There has to be a place I can hide from them around here somewhere. As I looked for a way out, I spotted something in the smog, but when I checked it again, it had vanished. Did you see that? Rewatch the video at 0.25 speed and try to find the secret. Just then, I noticed the perfect hiding spot between some trees. I made my way towards it and took cover, but something emerged from the smog behind me. Found you! Ah! On days 19 through 22, the creature emerged from the trees, but was revealed to be Orin, the Sprunki I had been looking for. You must be the Sprunki that Pinky wanted us to find.
That's right. Come with me. That thing is still looking for us.
I followed Orin through the smog-filled area and into some better cover.
Okay, we should be able to hide here for now.
This must be one of Black's mega polluters. How do we shut this thing down?
You can only do that by destroying the power core, but it's heavily secured from sea creatures like you. I bet that monster is guarding it.
I still have to try.
Well, okay, I'll take you there, but you're on your own after that.
I followed Orin's lead up a nearby hill, and we stopped in front of a huge lava vat. On the other side of the treacherous pit was the core that I needed to eliminate.
You just have to get across and destroy that thing. Then we're in the clear.
Just then, we noticed Klenda coming up towards us in the distance.
I'll get you, Sprunki Eater!
If we didn't move quickly, things were going to get bad.
I'll distract them. You get to the core.
I'm on it. Orin left the area to deal with Klenda, while I began platforming over the lava towards the core. On days 23 through 26, I was jumping over the lava pit, trying to reach the core on the other side. Time was of the essence, and I knew Orin wouldn't distract the Wenda Clucker fusion forever. I had to make this quick. As I jumped from platform to platform, my weight began to make the ground beneath me crumble. I'm too big to be here. I need to move fast. I jumped faster as the platforms gave into my weight, but soon I was met with a chasm too wide to make with a simple jump. I've only got one shot at this. Here goes nothing. Using my long Sprunki Eater legs, I performed a mega jump, narrowly passing over the massive gap above the lava and landing on the other side next to the core. Finally, I'm here.
Not so fast.
Just as I thought victory was in my hands, Klenda dropped down in my path.
Where do you think you're going?
You again. How did you get past Orin?
That little Sprunki could never stop us. Your journey ends here.
Without warning, the mutated monster attacked me once again. I tried to fight them off, but I still wasn't powerful enough to beat them. I had gotten so close, but I was about to fail. They cornered me at the edge of the platform with nowhere to run.
You die here, you pest.
On days 27 through 30, just as I thought I was done for, I had an idea for a last-ditch effort. Taste my Sprunki Eater laser! When they least expected it, I unleashed my laser attack, sending Klenda flying backwards into the core. The core exploded on impact, causing Wenda and Clucker to separate back to their original forms. The smog stopped coming from the pipes, clearing the sky. I had successfully destroyed the second mega polluter.
Okay, I'm done with lava now. 1 second.
Clucker pulled a nearby lever, and to my surprise, a bridge appeared over the lava, allowing us to leave the pit and talk on the other side. All right, 2 down, 4 more to go.
Impossible. You're much stronger than I thought.
He might even be strong enough to stop Black.
That's what I was trying to tell you two before, but you didn't believe me.
We're sorry for all the trouble we caused. We were just scared that Black would kill us.
It's okay. If you're willing to turn a new leaf, then let's team up.
We would like that.
For sure. Also, I think you could use this. I got it when Wenda and I separated.
Clucker handed me another radioactive orb, causing my form to once again change. I grew larger in size, gained 5 hearts, and even more amazing abilities. Thank you both. We're one step closer to healing this world. Suddenly, a laser attack was fired at me and my new allies. I turned to find that Durple had finally managed to hunt us down.
Please. This world will remain forever filthy, as long as pests like you are roaming around in it.
We braced ourselves as the enraged serpent came for us. On days 31 through 34, we were under attack by Durple. I fought back with my new Sprunki Eater bomb attack, catching him off guard. The serpent was sent backwards and was stunned for a moment. You two run while you still can, and meet up with the others.
We're on it!
Wenda and Clucker escaped the area, leaving Durple and I alone to continue to battle.
Why are you so determined to protect them? The other Sprunkies are just as guilty as Black.
No, they're victims like us. We just have to make them see we can help.
I want to believe you, I do. But I can't forgive them after everything that happened.
Durple went in for an attack, but before he was able to strike me down, a black portal appeared before us. Suddenly, Black stepped forward through the portal, revealing himself to us.
You should have both escaped while you had the chance.
You again! Leave us alone!
Oh, I can't do that. I have big plans for the two of you.
Using his powers of darkness, Black tore open another portal behind Durple and I, sucking us into a new unknown area. On days 35 through 38, Durple and I were dropped into a conveyor belt in the center of a landfill. There, the two of us were headed straight towards an incinerator. Durple, wake up!
Oh, my head. I can't move.
Oh no, I gotta figure out a way to get out of this thing, or else you're toast. We were inching closer and closer towards the flames, so I thought fast and jumped down towards the bottom of the conveyor belt. Hang on, I've got you. Using my powers, I unleashed my laser roar onto the supports, crumbling the conveyor belt and saving my friend from their doom.
Why did you save me? I'm your enemy now.
You'll always be my brother, even when we disagree. I couldn't just let them kill you.
You know I still won't help you, right? As long as you're helping those other Sprunkies, I'm going to hunt you down.
Sorry, but I can't abandon them. Now hurry, let's get out of here before someone catches us escaping this trap. Suddenly, as we were getting ready to leave, Black appeared behind us to finish the job.
You two fools should have died peacefully. Looks like I'm gonna have to clean up this mess.
He began attacking me with his powers, showing just how strong he really was. Using his tentacle laser ability, he did heavy damage and pushed me backwards towards the fire pit. A little help here, Durple?
Sorry, you're on your own. As long as you're with those Sprunkies, you're my enemy too.
Durple took his chance to slither away, while Black continued his assault towards me. I tried to fend him off, but he was too strong. I was soon knocked back over the edge of the incinerator, and down towards the flames below.
Goodbye, Sprunki Eater!
On days 39 through 42, just as I thought I was done for, a platform of vines appeared under me, breaking my fall. What the?
Climb, quick! My vines won't hold for long in there.
Veneria had come to save me from death. I climbed up over the vegetation as quickly as I could before they burnt away from the heat. When I made it over the mountain, we regrouped before Black noticed anything. Hey Veneria, you saved me.
Of course I did. All of the Sprunkies are talking about the great Sprunki Eater who's going to save us from Black.
If only Durple believed in you too. We could all be a team.
I'm sure we can make him come around. But in the meantime, we need to continue taking care of the mega polluters. Come with me.
I followed Veneria back into the danger zone, where we could now explore the massive junkyard. Is this whole place a mega polluter?
That's right. We need to burn it down.
We need to be careful though. Black was looming around here, and we're definitely not strong enough to face him again. Suddenly, Funbot and Mr. Fun Computer emerged from the junkyard to stop us.
Stop right there. You might think you can stop Black, but he's too strong. I don't believe in those fairy tales.
We have to try.
No way. You'll get yourself killed. But I'm not about to do the same. Mr. Fun Computer, give me your power.
To our horror, Mr. Fun Computer took out a toxic potion and tossed it onto themselves. Suddenly, the two of them fused together into a new amalgamation. They're not going to make this easy. Prepare yourself. I braced myself as the robot charged forward to attack. On days 43 through 46, I was fighting against the ultimate Funbot. He was armed with an arsenal of weapons that overpowered me greatly. I was just a sea monster up against a mechanical beast of mass destruction. I tried to fight back with my Sprunki Eater powers, but they weren't strong enough to break through his metallic armor.
Give up. If you can't stop me, you'll never stop Black.
Ugh, he's right. I can't win this.
Maybe not alone, but with friends we can.
Suddenly, she shot out vine projectiles that soon sprouted roots onto the monster's feet. He was trapped in place.
What the? I can't move.
Go for his head! It's his weak point!
Thanks to Veneria's help, I was able to get in close, hitting their weak point with a powerful laser attack. Funbot and Mr. Fun Computer separated back into two, with a radiation orb appearing by their side.
But this is impossible. This was our ultimate form.
You'd be surprised how strong the Sprunki Eater truly is. I claimed the orb for myself, causing a surge of energy to course through my body. I grew even larger in size, gained 5 more hearts, and new fire breath powers. Stand back! This place is going down! I unleashed my brand new fire attack onto the junkyard around me, causing flames to spread like wildfire. I had successfully destroyed the next mega polluter.
This is horrible. When Black comes back, he's going to kill us both.
Maybe that's what you deserve.
We were just doing what Black told us to do! We don't want to die!
Sorry, Veneria, but if they say they want to turn a new leaf, I believe them. Let's get out of here before your old boss shows up.
Thank you for your mercy. We will not let you down.
On days 51 through 54, I followed Gray's directions and arrived at the next polluter. There, I found a massive drill digging into the ground for resources. This must be it. I have to find a way to shut that thing down. I began to approach the drill, but before I could get too close, Tunner walked out from around a corner and spotted me.
Ah! The Sprunki Eater is here! I have to kick this thing into overdrive!
The little Sprunki then ran over to the control area to try and power up the drill. Don't you dare flip that switch!
I have to! Black will kill me if I don't do what he says!
We already have most of the Sprunkis back together. Just join me and we'll sort this out.
Oh, okay.
It seemed like Tunner was about to join my side until he suddenly changed his mind.
Wait, you're probably just lying. You're a Sprunki Eater, so you probably want to eat me.
No, that's not true.
Sorry, man. I'm not taking any chances.
Tunner refused my offer and flipped the control switches, powering up the drill. It began spinning much faster, sending it haywire.
Oh no, it's gone mad!
The drill was now lowered to the ground and it hit something under our feet, causing a massive explosion that blasted me backwards. By the time the dust settled, the entire area was filled with toxic waste.
Well, this just got a lot more complicated.
The drill continued to dig, getting more and more violent as it did. If it continued much longer, the damage would be irreparable.
I'm out of here! Ah!
Tunner ran from the area, but the damage had already been done. I can't let that thing run wild. I need to shut down that drill before the entire world is destroyed. On days 55 through 58, I was forced to platform over the toxic waste in an attempt to stop the drill. Thanks to my Sprunki Eater legs, I was able to jump over large gaps, but I still needed to hurry if I wanted to stop the drill in time. Legs don't fail me now. Just then, I spotted a starfish fall into the toxic waste, melting away. Did you see that? rewatch the video at 0.25 speed, and try to spot the secret. I kept moving forward until finally I managed to reach the drill's power source. I flipped the switches, hoping it would turn off the machine, but it did nothing. The drill was still spinning, and I was running out of time. Now what? I looked around and spotted the supports holding up the drill, giving me an idea. I need to destroy those supports and drown this drill in the sewage. It's the only way. I then acted faster and blasted the first support with my Sprunki laser. I then moved quickly and began jumping towards the other drill legs and blasted them down one by one. The supports fell until only the last one remained. I hope this works. Here goes nothing. I unleashed my powers onto the final cable, holding up the drill to stop spinning. And the whole thing collapsed to pieces and fell into the toxic waste below. Suddenly, the ground began to shake again. Something was wrong. What the? This isn't right. What's happening? Before I had time to think, a terrifying drill dragon broke out of the waste. I had accidentally created a new mutated drill beast. The monster took to the skies and began to unleash its deadly toxic dragon breath onto me. I fired back with the attacks of my own, but due to its ability to fly, he was a tough target to hit. I was getting overwhelmed. I need to retreat and find a way to beat this thing. It's the only way. I turned and ran for my life as the drill dragon followed behind me in hot pursuit. On days 59 through 62, I was being followed by the drill dragon as I escaped the toxic wasteland and back towards the clear skies. Since the dragon was able to fly, it was challenging avoiding his gaze. I was forced to continue running through the overworld, but I couldn't manage to lose him. Come on, get off my tail! Unfortunately, as I ran, I found myself at a dead end, with nowhere to escape. So this is it, huh? I'm toast!
Not so fast!
Just then, Tunner arrived, using his music powers to knock the dragon out of the sky. I couldn't believe my eyes. How did he get here? Tunner!
No time to talk! Just kill that thing!
While it was down, I took my chance and launched my Sprunki bomb attack onto the dragon. I managed to defeat it, causing it to drop another radiant orb, which I claimed for myself. I grew stronger, gained 5 more hearts, and a new power. Sweet! That really worked! What made you come around?
I saw that monster attack you, and I just knew I couldn't let it kill a fellow Sprunki like me. I'm sorry for what I did. I want to help you stop Black.
Apology accepted. Just then, Jevin ran into the area in a panic. He seemed ready for a fight.
The Sprunki Eater is here. Call for backup.
Jevin, wait! He's on our side!
Oh, okay. Well, that sucks.
Unfortunately, Black emerged from another portal, ready to dispose of me. I could feel his hatred growing with every step.
Good work, Jevin. I'll take things from here.
On days 63 through 66, I was face to face with the Sprunki that had started all of this. I refused to back down though. He needed to be taken care of. Leave these Sprunkis alone, you monster!
Please, they're just doing their jobs. You're the one who's putting a halt in my production, and as a businessman, I hate delays.
Black tried to attack his employees with laser powers, but I took the hit, protecting Jevin and Tunner. You two, run! Jevin and Tunner escaped while they still could, leaving myself and Black alone to settle this ourselves. With them out of the way, I could fight without any obstacles. I charged forward, unleashing my Sprunki Eater attacks onto him, but as we traded blows, it became clear that he was the toughest foe I had ever faced so far. He was even more powerful than Durple. I gave it my all, as I continued to face off with the most powerful being in Sprunki, and it seemed it was over for me.
You think 4 radiation orbs is enough to stop me? Don't make me laugh.
He hit me with a powerful laser attack that caused my vision to blur. I watched hopelessly as the world faded, hearing only Black's sinister laughter. When I came to, I had woken up inside of a cage in the middle of an island of trash. What is this place?
It's where I plan to dispose of you. You've caused me enough trouble.
Why are you doing all of this? Can't you see all of the innocent lives your business is hurting?
Ha!
The only thing I see is profit. And soon, my most profitable project will be completed.
Black began to circle around my cage as he spoke, each word more infuriating than the last. He stopped directly in front of me and got closer, taunting me since I couldn't do anything about it.
As we speak, my ultimate device is being built. When it's done, it will rip all of the resources out of this world and give them to me for my use.
But you can't do that. The amount of pollution a device like that would make would destroy the world.
Well, good thing you won't have to live to see it. So long, Sprunki Eater.
Using his powers, he set the island on fire before escaping through one of his portals. I needed to find a way out of here. Otherwise, I was going to burn to death. On days 67 through 70, I tried to escape the cage, but not even my Sprunki Eater powers were enough to break the bars. This thing was built to hold a creature like me. I'm stuck here. Just as I thought I was done for, a water attack splashed down, extinguishing the incoming flames.
I'm not too late, am I?
Jevin, what are you doing here?
I came to save you. Tanner told me everything, and I'm sorry I called for Black when I did. I was just scared.
You and many others. Don't worry. We're going to stop him before he gets away with his plans. Jevin helped break me out of my prison, but as he did, the ground began to tremble under our feet.
This isn't right. Black must have sent one of his minions.
Suddenly, a terrifying kraken emerged from the waters, ready to tear us to shreds. Stand back. I've got this one. I charged into battle with the monster, preparing to defend Jevin at all costs. On days 71 through 74, I was locked into combat with the Kraken Black. He used his Kraken laser breath attacks on me, while I tried to fight back with laser breath attacks of my own. Our beams clashed as neither of us were going to let up. Unfortunately, my previous battle with Black had left me weak, and the Kraken was too powerful. He caught me lacking and managed to get a direct hit on me, sending me backwards. Ugh, I'm in no condition to win this fight. I need more power to defeat that thing. Just as the beast went in for the kill, Jevin hit him with his Sprunki song attacks, buying us both some time.
Find the next mega polluter. You don't have time to deal with this guy.
But what about you?
I'll be fine, just hurry.
I swam away from the battle and tried to escape into the ocean as Jevin grabbed the Kraken's attention. As I swam though, I soon realized the surrounding water was littered with toxic waste barrels. This isn't going to be easy trying to get out of here, but I can't let Jevin down. I continued forward through the barrels of toxic waste in hopes I'd make it out alive. Jevin sacrificed himself for me, so I had to push forward and get to the next upgrade orb. I need to be careful around these things. If even one of them bursts open, I'll die in seconds. After a bit more swimming, I managed to escape the toxic barrel traps, but I saw something in the distance that looked like the same boat that had corrupted my home at the very beginning of my journey. Wait, could that be another one of the mega polluters? I know where I'm striking next. On days 75 through 78, I began to approach the boat that started all of this. However, I didn't get far before I was stopped by bombs floating throughout the water. I guess Black wanted to reinforce things since he knew I was tearing mega polluters down. I'm just gonna have to swim around this. I carefully began to navigate the waters when suddenly one of the Sprunkies aboard the ship spotted me.
Sprunki Eater incoming! Firing the cannons!
Ratty used the boat cannons to attack me from afar, making it even more challenging to get in close. Come on! I don't have time for this! I tried to fight back, but Sky flipped a switch and conjured a shield, protecting the ship from my powers.
Try to get through that, ha!
With the shield now in place, I now needed to think outside of the box if I wanted to take the ship down. I think I have an idea. I swam up one of the bombs nearest to the boat and readied myself to blow it up. All right, let's hope this takes care of that shield.
Uh-oh, he's going to set off the explosives! Hide!
Ratty and Sky ran to hide inside of their boat, and I began firing at the bomb. Once I did, I ran for cover as the explosion went off and was strong enough to deactivate their shield.
The shields are down! Abandon ship!
The duo jumped ship and swam towards the nearest island for safety. I needed to move as well, since the other bombs were ready to explode from a chain reaction. Time to move! All the surrounding bombs began to explode and managed to destroy their entire boat in the process. When the rubble cleared, I swooped in and snagged the next radiated orb, increasing my overall strength tremendously.
Come on, dude! Get on this island! The Sprunki Eater is coming!
I'm trying, but I can't swim!
What? Why are you working out in the ocean then?
Black forced me to do this job, just like everyone else. I had no choice.
Sky began sinking into the water, but I was able to swim up and save him before it was too late. I threw him onto the island with Ratty as we all settled after the battle.
What? You saved me, but we destroyed your home. Why are you helping us?
Because us Sprunkies are stronger together. Want to help me take down Black?
Yes, let's make this right. We're sorry for everything.
Well. Look who decided to come crawling back.
Before we had a moment to think, Durple arrived on the island, ready to stop us. On days 79 through 82, I was once again face to face with Durple the Serpent. Sky, Ratty, get out of here while you still can.
Roger that.
Ratty and Sky then left the area in hopes to escape from Durple.
You're still messing with these traitors?
You say they're traitors, but every single one of them has turned over a new leaf. It's not too late to join us, Durple. Help us stop Black.
You still haven't given up on me, after all this time.
No, you're my best friend.
Maybe you have a point. Maybe I have been wrong.
Suddenly, a green song attack flew in out of nowhere, hitting Durple head on. We turned towards the source of the chaos to find Lime standing there.
Oh my gosh, I actually hit him. Sorry, Black is making me do this.
I can't believe I almost trusted you.
Durple, wait! Lime ran away as Durple went after him in hot pursuit. I wanted to stop him, but I had to make sure Sky and Ratty were okay first. I returned back to my new Sprunky friends to find them in one piece.
How did it go?
I was so close to bringing Durple to our side. I just need to take down the final Mega Polluter, and then I'm sure he'll see the light.
Well, good thing I have this.
To my surprise, Ratty handed me a letter.
Read it.
The Sprunki Eater has almost located all the Mega Polluters. We need to hide the final one, somewhere where he least expects it, right under his nose. What does this mean?
I think it means the final polluter is back at one of the previous locations. You could start there.
That's not a bad idea. Time to start looking, and fast. I began to retrace my steps in hopes of discovering the meaning behind my newest clue. On days 87 through 90, I arrived at the other side of the clearing to find the final Mega Polluter that Black had hidden in secret. Finally, I can tear this thing down, and I'll have the power I need to stop Black.
Not so fast!
Just then, Lime came out to stop me. You again? It was your fault that Durple didn't join our side.
You don't understand. I had to attack. Black is always watching.
You need to stand up to him. It's the only way we can truly be free from his evil.
You don't get it. We will never win.
How do you know that if you don't try?
Don't listen to that monster. Nobody stands up to Black and lives to tell the tale.
Garnold stepped out too, trying to convince Lime to stay on his side.
Garnold, you're here too?
Of course. We need to defend this device at all costs. We have to use the emergency protocol.
Guys, there's no need for this. We can work together.
The emergency protocol, but it's too risky.
They're not even listening to me.
We have to try. We must protect the Mega Polluter.
Garnold ran towards Lime. Suddenly, the two of them fused together, creating a new terrifying form. All right, if you want to do this the hard way, then bring it on. I ran into battle, ready to separate the two of them like I did the other mutants before. On days 91 through 93, I was fighting against the Lime-Garnold fusion. They came after me with their powerful full-body punches and body slams. But luckily, I had a few tricks up my sleeve to defend myself. I shot out flames to push them back and ice beams to keep them on their toes. He retaliated with deadly blood needles from afar. Come on, the Garnold and Lime I know are somewhere in there. Suddenly, they landed a powerful blow, dealing massive damage. If I was going to snap them out of it, I was going to have to think fast. I looked towards the Mega Polluter and got an idea. Time to kill two birds with one stone, and landed on the other side of the creature. Thinking fast, I then used my laser blast attack, launching the mutant backwards into the polluter, causing a huge explosion. The Mega Polluter never stood a chance, crumbling to dust. Once the smoke settled around us, Lime and Garnold were once again separated, and they dropped a radiation orb. I quickly grabbed the orb, growing bigger and more powerful. I also gained 5 hearts.
I can't believe it. You even defeated the emergency protocol.
What do you say? Do you believe in my power now?
I think he makes a good point. We should stick with this guy.
Well, Black would certainly kill us now for our failures anyway. Fine. We'll join you.
But you have to hurry. Black's ultimate project is almost complete.
Then you two come with me. There's some Sprunkies I'd like you to meet. On days 97 through 98, I was fighting against Durple in my last chance to prove myself. He used his beam attacks on me, showing just why he had been such a powerful foe over the course of my journey. When I tried to retaliate against him, he unleashed a song of force, pushing me back. Luckily, I was stronger too. I used my abilities to catch him off guard. I breathed fire and spat ice, keeping him on his toes before unleashing a beam of my own, dealing big damage.
I'm impressed. You really have gotten tougher. But are you prepared for this?
He unleashed his laser blast attack to try and catch me by surprise, but I managed to dodge his hits with my jump ability. I fought back with my own supercharged laser attack, and in the end, I came out on top. Looks like I won fair and square.
This is impossible. How did you manage to get so strong?
I believe in second chances rather than holding grudges, but the same goes for you. I want to give you a second chance too.
After all the pain I've caused, you'll still forgive me?
You were scared just like the other Sprunkies. So what do you say, brother? Are you ready to stop the true evil?
I'm sorry for everything. Yes, let's stop Black at all costs.
Durple and I returned with the others, who were surprised to see that I managed to make him come around.
He's not here to kill us, right?
No. Sprunki Eater showed me the error of my ways. I came to apologize to you all. You all deserve a second chance.
And we're sorry to you too. We should have never worked with Black, but we're going to make it right.
The other Sprunkies filled Durple in on our plan, telling him that we needed his help to breach the shield surrounding Black's device.
Well, it sounds like it's up to us.
Are you ready for your toughest challenge yet?
Always. Let's take on Black once and for all.
On day 99, Durple and I arrived at the location on Lime's map to find Black's ultimate device waiting before us. Just as we had expected, it was protected by a powerful shield.
All right, stand back. This is a job for me.
Durple used his beam attack, causing the shield to shatter. We had successfully breached through Black's defenses. I noticed something out of the corner of my eye, but when I looked again, it was gone. Did you find all of the secrets? Make sure you rewatch the episode and comment below where they are. We approached closer to the massive machine.
Now we just need to take down the ultimate device.
Not while I'm here, you will.
Suddenly, our greatest foe revealed himself at the very top of the device.
Looks like you brought everyone over to your side, but it's too late. My ultimate device is completed. All of the world's resources will belong to me.
It's not over until it's over.
Easy for you to say, but I wiped out your parents. I can do the same to you.
Don't you dare talk about Mom and Dad.
What does it matter? They're gone, and you two are disgusting monsters now.
You're wrong. We can use our powers to save this world, and we'll do that starting with you.
Very well. Come and face me if you dare.
Black jumped down from his tower and charged forward. Durple and I met him head on, ready to make the monster pay for his crimes. On day 100, Durple and I were fighting in the final battle against Black. He unleashed his powerful abyssal breath attacks, proving just why he was so feared across Sprunki. He was by far the strongest foe I had faced thus far. Durple and I charged in, both unleashing beam attacks, but he shot back with the 4 of his, dwarfing our power. Durple used his spin attack, but it glanced off Black. I fought back with everything I had, but even my Sprunki Eater powers weren't enough to take him down easily.
You'll never defeat me. Take this!
Suddenly, Black sent out a surprise beam array. I watched as Durple was hit full force by all 4 beams. Durple!
I can't fight anymore. Please, witness for Mom and Dad.
I had Durple retreat to the sidelines as I continued fighting off Black. My friend was too weak to continue, so I was going to have to finish this fight alone. We continued fighting back and forth. He unleashed his abyssal breath, and I unleashed my fire. He set off explosions around me. I even shot my powerful beam attack, but I couldn't seem to get an edge on Black.
It's no use. Give up!
Never! Not as long as I have my friends by my side. Durple, help me out one last time!
On it!
Using the power of his Sprunki voice, Durple sang out his musical ability. His song gave me a boost, causing my form to grow bigger than I ever had before.
No, this can't be! This is impossible!
Never underestimate the power of the Sprunki Eater! With my newfound strength, I unleashed a final ultimate blow on Black! Don't forget to get Crystal of Atlan free on iOS, Android, PC, or PS5. And don't forget to wishlist it on Steam before it launches October 30th. Links down in the description. Thanks Crystal of Atlan for sponsoring this video.